Good morning, movers. Welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. I'm Tracy Steen. All right, we're gonna hit a blue zone workout today. Have you heard of the blue zones? They're the 5 different zones around our world that have the most amount of centenarians living in them. This workout is gonna include some of those elements today where we're lifting, we're moving the body, we're doing functional movement patterns to help increase our longevity. All right, you're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for the workout. I'm also gonna use something to sit on, so grab a stable chair, box, or bench. All right, we'll start you with a warm up and end with a cool down. All right, are you ready to move daily? Me too, let's do it. All right, intervals on my watch. Let's start with some front and back bends here to warm things up. Yeah, have you watched the Netflix series on the blue zones? I mean, we've talked about it in membership for a couple of years now, but this Netflix series just came out, some hip openers, and it's super interesting. Basically, the author looked at these 5 blue zones and then looked at some of the common themes or habits within these zones, and they've actually sort of deduced that there are around 8 or 9 healthy habits that they do daily, circles here, to help improve their longevity and health. So yeah, moving your body daily, getting as much movement in as you can is definitely one of those things. Switch directions. Good, let's little heel dig and press right here. And overhead press right here. And push to the side right here. Okay, take a wide stance. We're gonna touch hand to toe right here. Last one, stay wide, and we'll do a gentle side-to-side lunge. Reach your hips back. Last one here. We're gonna go into a front kick. Okay, if you can only kick low, you're here. 10 per leg. Swing your arms too. Last one here, and switch your leg. Last one here. And up to the tiptoes. Get up as high as you can, swing your arms. We'll do 15, that's 5. And 10, 5 more here. Good, and torso twist. All right, we're gonna start with a 5-minute low impact cardio. This is great to elevate the heart rate and get those joints nice and warm. All right, we're gonna start with 4 high knees, 3, 4, and 4 butt kicks right here. All right, alternating those 2. You can be here if you don't need the rest in between. 4 knees, 1, 2, 3, 4, butt kick, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, but 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, tap here. We're going into a grapevine, elbow to knee. All right, get on one side, walk behind. You're 1, 2, 3, and knee. Okay, 2 jabs, 1, 2, 2 jacks, 2. Two jabs, here we go. You're 1, 2, jack for 1, 2. We're going 2 knees, 2 frog squats. All right, if you can't squat that low down, just tap down low, not so low, or you can stick with the high knees right here. Here we go, 1, 2, frog, 1, 2. Good, up, up, side, side. And tap. We'll hit some cardio kicks right here to finish off. All right, tap right here. And we're gonna move into a strength component. So let's kick the heart rate up, work hard, and tap, tap. Let's go. We're gonna start working with our pull muscles, the muscles that we use to pull things. So I'm gonna hold some 8-pound dumbbells. We're gonna hinge forward at the waist, hit a bent over row, then stand and hammer curl. So hinge forward, we pull, full stand, hammer curl here. Hinge, retract the shoulder blades, stand and curl. Keep your elbows in, and I want your back nice and flat. Good. All right, now we're gonna take those dumbbells, turn them to the front. We're gonna hit a narrow and wide bicep curl. All right, I want you to keep your elbows tucked into your sides and knees are soft. Here we go, pull it up, out to the side and pull. Let's set those weights down. You're gonna grab lighter weights, 2s, 3s, or 5s. I'll start with 2s here. We're gonna do I's, T's, and Y's, creating that letter. So you hinge at the waist, the letter I to start, nice flat back. So we go I, now into a Y, and into a T, out to the side. Good. So it's I's, T's, and Y's. I guess it's I's, Y's, and T's. Back to the top with your bent over row hammer curl. All right, I'll stick with 8 pounds. Hinge at the waist, super flat back, stick the chest out, and we row, then stand, and hammer curl here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Last here. All right, moving into the palms up bicep curl now. Again, palms face the ceiling, elbows are in, and we narrow and wide curl. I'll stick with 8 pounds here. Shoulders back, and we curl and wide. Grabbing those lighter weights. For my I's, Y's, and T's, if you can't hinge forward at the waist, just give me a standing Y, that's fine. Otherwise, we hinge into the I, then your Y, then your T. Good. Let's go into the third round. Now you can always elevate the weights if that felt a little too easy, if you had more reps left in reserve. I'm gonna try the 10s here. Hinging at the waist, retract the shoulder blades, pull, stand, and hammer. Elbows in. Roll those shoulders back. Get into position for the bicep curls. Knees are soft. Stick the chest out. Front and side. Let's work. And we curl. Keep your wrists locked in neutral. Don't let the wrist bend back. I'm gonna elevate my weight on this last one as well to 5 pounds, but feel free to stay light, 2s, 3s, or even no weight, okay? Work within your own fitness level. And we hinge into the I, up and slow, into the Y and slow, into the T and slow. Very good. Nice little water rest here for you, 30 seconds. All right, check out the screen. We've got cardio coming up next. We're gonna kick the heart rate back up for another 5 exercises. All right, moving into some high-low punches right here. All right, the lower you get, the farther you reach, the more you're gonna increase your heart rate. Add light weights if you wish. All right, ready? Reach it here, here, and low, low.
Pulling me back, I know not tonight. Pulling me back, I know not tonight. Pulling me back, I know not tonight. It feels like I can't hold on.
Okay, one knee, one kick and punch. Other side, knee and kick and punch. So alternating. Ready, let's work. Knee and kick, switch, knee and kick. Good.
Pulling me back, I know not tonight. Pulling me back, I know not tonight. Pulling me back, I know not tonight.
All right, we're gonna do a wide stance, low sumo squat pulse with a rapid fire punch. Stay here if you don't wanna squat. Otherwise, wide stance and drop those glutes. Here we go, and punch. Good. Don't hold your breath. Shake it out. All right, 2 front kicks, 1, 2, 2 back kicks, 1, 2. Alternating those. All right, let's work. 1, 2, back, 1, 2. Okay, 2 jack, squat jack. So you're here, and then a low squat with that overhead reach. 2 jack, 1 squat jack. then we're moving back into strength. Here we go. You're 1, 2, and low. 1, 2, and low. I'm gonna move into some step ups. If you don't wanna step up or don't have anything to step up on, simply use a chair and hit some sit squats here. Just make sure you're nice and stable and the chair won't move. Okay, step ups. You can use one of those old school steps, a bench, some stairs. All right, just make sure it's stable. We're alternating. You're gonna tap at the bottom, shoulders back. So you're up, up, down and tap. All right, this is a 12-inch or 14-inch, I guess, step right here when I have it turned to the side. A little higher than a normal stair, but not too much. Great way to increase heart rate, but also use those muscles that we will have to use for the rest of our lives when climbing stairs, climbing mountains. All right, moving into some push muscles. Grab light weights, 2s, 3s, or 5s. I'll start with those 2s. Then you're gonna do a pec deck into that front chest press. These are soft, start here. So you squeeze and then you press over the chest. Squeeze and press. Very good. I'm gonna be heading to the ground next for that tricep press. All right, set the weights down on your back, on the ground, or on a bench. I've got 8-pound dumbbells. Palms are facing each other, and we're gonna press to the ceiling, up in that glute bridge. Here we go, press it to the ceiling and down to the ground. Hips are up. All right, I'm in that push-up position with my hips. Next round, we'll pulsate the hips at the same time, but let's just get this one down first. Good. Using a bit of tricep, a bit of chest in this tricep chest press. Aptly named. Push and squeeze at the top. So we flex our pecs, straighten our arms, and squeeze our triceps. Okay, take some time to stand up if you need. Otherwise, we're going back into the step up or your seated squat. Nice and tall, alternating. Here we go, up, up, and tap at the bottom, and tap, good. Into your pec deck press. Okay. 2-pound weights for me here. You're fighting gravity, so this one's a challenge. These are soft. Squeeze your pecs, and we squeeze and push right there. Good. You want to make sure that you're depressing those shoulders away from the ears on the press. So draw them down from your ear area. No shrugging. On your back again for your tricep press. If you wish, you can add that glute bridge in now. I'll do that. So palms are facing, everything will go up at the same time, and then hips and arms will come down at the same time. Hips go up and down, arms go up and down. Good. Last round here. Again, please make sure you're not dizzy before you step up onto your bench or box step. You stand nice and tall, driving through that flat foot. And we're up, up, and tap at the bottom. Once this gets easier for you, you could hold lighter weights in your hand, right, to increase the tension for the legs and for the heart. Very nice. Into that pec deck press. I'll stick with twos here, but for my tricep press on the ground, I'm gonna elevate the weight amount. All right, you're here. Here we go. And we squeeze and press over the chest. Whew, I was feeling that one. All right, on your back, last one in this circuit. Then we'll kick up that cardio again before our stability balance training. Palms facing, press up and down. I've got 10s here this time. Very nice. All right, a quick water break and reset before we jump into that cardio. All right, take a look at the screen and see what's coming up next. All right, back to the cardio again. We're gonna do a triple butt kick on each side right there. All right, nice and fast. We wanna kick the heart rate up now. Get ready. And you're 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, taking that to a 3 knee repeater now. So 3 on each side. Again, I want you to fire this up super quick if you can. Stay tall. Let's work, and you're 3, 2, 1, and switch. Moving into a squat front kick. And we'll alternate that kick. You can stay here and kick if you don't want to squat. Okay, low kick or high kick, whatever works. Feet shoulder width and drop. Low and kick, switch sides and kick. Good. Traveling butt kick punch. So we're gonna forward for 4, right there. Feel free to stay in one spot if you want, then back for 4. In that butt kick, wide stance, and you're 4, 3, 2, 1, back 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to center. 4 seals, 2, 3, 4, 2 T-Rex here. Stick with just the seal if you don't want to do the squat. All right, 4 here. 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping wide, other side. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. All right, one more here. You're gonna do a side knee cross. All right, side knee and cross. We'll stay on the same side though until I call half, then we'll switch. All right, then moving into our balance session after this. So side and cross, same side here and cross, good. A little ab exercise here as well. 4, 3, 2, 1, switch sides, wide and cross. Very nice. All right, water rest. Pause if you need a longer break. And we're moving right into some balance mastery. All right, we're gonna start with a tightrope walk. So I want you to pretend like there's a tightrope in front of you, one foot in front of the other. forward and backward, but you can turn around if you don't wish to walk backward. Hands out, nice and tall. And one foot in front of the other. Try to stay in that straight line. Shoulders back. Good, I'm gonna walk backward, but of course you can turn around and walk front. Much more challenging backward here. But that's good proprioception, just to have that knowledge of how the muscles need to activate when moving on the diagonal, laterally, rotary, or backward and front, of course. Front is easy. It's what we're used to. Back is harder. Very nice. Roll those arms out. All right, moving into a step pause. You're gonna pause right here. Giant step pause. Again, front and back. Knees are soft. Diagonal step. Right here and pause. Here and pause. Now 4 back. Back to the diagonal. So just bringing that trail leg behind and tapping it on the ground. But I want you to stick the landing, so no movement. Oh, I had some movement there. Very nice, shake that out. I'm gonna do that now with a little hop, but if you wanna stick with a low impact, do that whole sequence one more time, all right? Otherwise, feel free to do a slight hop if you wish, if it's safe for you. Here we go. Hop and stick. Hop and stick. And back. Okay, let's do a little one-legged pogo stick. We're gonna stand with knee up. I'll call half, we'll switch. Shoulders back, arms out to the side, and balance right here. Knee is up. All right, 22 seconds per side. Now feel free to just tap that down if you need to give that hip flexor a rest, or if you feel too tippy. We won't try this with our eyes closed today, but it is way more challenging. All right, switch your side and lift. Yeah, as soon as I close my eyes, I'm like lights out. It's really hard, but this is good. I've got one more balance. We're gonna go down to the ground for the next one. Into the bird dog. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and rest. On all fours, we're gonna reach that opposite hand out and opposite leg into a straight plank position. The goal is to think about there being a glass of water on your back and you don't wanna tip it. Alternate, here we go. So we reach and pause, switch, reach and pause. My neck and head are neutral, just looking at my hands below me. Almost there, doing well, folks. In 3, 2, 1 and done. You've moved daily in your blue zone workout. Well, blue zones, I guess, according to me. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this workout. If you did, please leave a comment below, share on your own channel, and stay for a stretch if you can. All right, let's take it to the ground. Thoroughly enjoyable. I'm gonna lie on my back. We're gonna go into that hamstring stretch. So one knee is bent, other knee is soft, and draw it toward you. Whew. So have you watched that Blue Zone? There's also a book too by Dan Buettner, Buettner, I think, that you can get on the blue zones if you prefer reading. Anyway, the 5 zones in the world, switch sides. I sort of listed them at the beginning there, but they're Ikaria, Greece, Nicoya, Costa Rica, Nicoya, Japan, Okinawa, Japan, Loma Linda, California, and Sardinia, Italy. Holy, I can't believe I remembered them all. Yeah, so those are the 5 zones. Arms out to the side, let the legs fall. But what I loved about it, and I thought was amazing, one of the things that was profound to me, which I'm like, that is just such a no-brainer, was that so many of these places where the people lived, they lived on hillsides. So a walk to the doctor's office or the church or your neighbor's house, switch sides here, was uphill, downhill, which is why I included the step-ups here. And just by virtue of living their everyday life, they got more caloric expenditure because they didn't live on a flat plane. I mean, brilliant, right? I mean, that's not going to be true for all of us. Most of us probably live on a flat plane. We have hills all over here. I'm just going to come into a quad stretch here. So we walk the hills all the time. Like I live near a mountain, which is kind of cool. We thought of moving down to the flats because it's easier down there to get to town. But honestly, I just never want to move from this area because of the immediate access to hills. But if you don't have them and you have a step or stairs, those are things that you can do frequently. So it was being connected with other people. Like that was such a huge component of the blue zones. They supported each other into their old age. They weren't alone. They had community, they had church, they had spirituality, connection, family. Like that was huge because I've heard, you hear that loneliness kills and how it can increase depression, anxiety, and shorten lifespan. There's no doubt about that. So that was interesting to me. One of the things that I was like, I wonder about that, was in Greece. They had they drink wine every day, and so much of what I've learned in this last couple of years from Dr. Andrew Huberman and Dr. Rhonda Patrick, just about the effects of alcohol on the brain and how no amount is good, and even from Doc Matt Walker on how it impacts sleep. But then it's the processing of the wine. Is it different over there? Is there like no chemicals, no preservatives? Why would it benefit them? And or is it everything else that they do in their life that has a greater benefit than the detriment of alcohol? It was, so that was the only thing I was like, I still don't think I would do a daily wine or alcohol thing. But I mean, it does have resveratrol in it. It's trace amounts, but and antioxidants because of the dark grape skin. So maybe there is something to it. Anyway, very interesting little documentary, well worth the watch or well worth the read for the book. It just inspires you to just make sure that your life is set up, your environment is set up so that you're constantly moving forward the micro processes of fitness, wellness, and nutrition. You're doing that on a daily basis. And I think when we can do that, that's when we get into this lifestyle habit of optimizing our health, and that's how we live longer. I liked how that Loma Linda, California had a whole pickleball league. That was great. We play pickleball up here too. We don't have a league per se as much as like 5 people who play, but it's a start. Actually, one of my members just started her own walking club, Jen, which is amazing. And I can't remember what she said, if they were up to like 12 or 13 members already. And she just started it with a few friends and just said, okay, whoever wants to show up can. And so many women wanted to. And you never know if you start something like that in your own neighborhood, who's going to want to show up. I think it's well worth the attempt anyway. And because that connection, community, and then exercise is a 2-for-1. Excellent. All right, I enjoyed this a lot. I thought it was a great little format. I like the different parts of it. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a workout like this again or an advanced workout like this. I'm up for that as well. All right, thanks, and I'll see you in the next workout.